Yo, what's good, gang? This is the Dope Guy, and I am back with another video, big dog. Yo, hope you guys are all doing well out there because I'm doing alright, and here I am spinning the block with content for y'all, man, on my soul. Today's video is by Deanna and Phil, man. Shout out to them. 10 things not to do in Germany. Much love, respect to Deanna and Phil, man. I like their content. I enjoy them. Make sure you go subscribe to their channel first and foremost. Support them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, shout out to all my people in Germany. And we're going to learn from them about things not to do in Germany. So I know some of this stuff is probably going to be things I already heard before. But, you know, for them being out there, I'm going, and Deanna's being American and Phil's being German. So it's definitely I'm about to learn something about what not to do if I ever visit Germany, Europe, anything, bro. So I cannot wait to tap into this video. But before we do that, subscribe to the Dope Guy. That way to get notifications every time I upload. And from right here on Snapchat and Instagram right across the bottom screen. So that being said, I'm not going to hold y'all much longer because y'all already know. Let's go, big dog. Let's get into it. Yes, sirski.
What's up, everybody? We are Deanna and Phil. Deanna is from the United States and I am from Germany. And in this video, we're going over 16 things that you should not do in Germany.
Okay.
Alright, so some of these things are a little more serious and some of them are going to be pretty funny, so let's just get right into it.
I can't wait.
Alright, number one, you should never recycle wrong or throw away your Pfand.
Pfand!
So Germany is a pretty green country and people tend to take their recycling pretty serious.
Oh.
So if you're here, you should not just throw everything in one bucket, but separate it between plastic, metal, paper, rest, and all that good stuff. I don't even know how many there are.
So Pfand is a deposit where you pay a little extra on bottles or cans and you'll usually return them at a little machine in the
That's
supermarkets
crazy.
where you get a voucher and your money back for doing a good thing. So never throw away...
Yeah, because I seen when in the supermarket episode, like, I pretty much deposited my bottles and whatnot, and I get money back, a voucher. That's dope. That ain't happening here.
Your
No way.
bottle. Pfand!
Number two, you should never drive on the left or the middle lane of the Autobahn. There's actually a law in place that requires you to drive on the right lane on the Autobahn at all times unless you're overtaking somebody. So if you're not planning to go super fast and overtake a lot of people, you're required to drive on the right lane. So don't drive in the middle or the left lane slowly and block traffic because people will get aggressive.
And honk. Number three, don't walk in the bicycle lanes. In Germany, there are a lot of different bicycle lanes in and out of the city, and especially in student towns, there'll be a lot of bikers. So don't walk in them. Walk in the pedestrian zones or a sidewalk. That's what they're for.
Number four, do not address strangers using their first name.
What?
It is kind of funny, but in Germany, for the word...
I mean, but how would I know their first name? How would I know their first name? I don't know.
If you address somebody, we have two versions. There is du and there is sie. And sie is a polite version. It also implies that sie, you're on a last name basis. So that is the polite version to use. And if you meet somebody for the first time, or especially an elder person, you use the polite form. You do not use their first name. You are on a last name basis and use the sie instead of the du. And if you get to know a person very well and you're on a friend basis, on a first name basis, then it's fine to use the first name and the do. Do Deanna.
Do Deanna. Number five.
Okay.
Don't use public transportation without a ticket. A lot of the public transportation systems are controlled a lot, and there'll be men and women who just appear once the ride has started to check on everyone to see if they have a ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, they're undercover. And the fines are usually kind of high or out of proportion with the ticket prices.
Yeah.
A number I always have in my mind is 60 euros, but nowadays it might be even more, like 80 or 100.
It's not worth it.
Okay, number six, and this is a little bit more of a serious one. You should never show the Nazi salute or joke about Nazis in Germany.
I mean, why would you?
Because of the history in Germany, it's kind of a forbidden thing to do. And most of the Germans nowadays were kind of raised by this post-World War II anti-Nazi generation. If another person comes to the country and does anything Nazi-related, it's so out of our minds that it's so weird that the world still thinks that. So that's quite offensive and you should never ever do that. And by the way, the same thing also applies to sing the old version of the national anthem. And I think...
Now that I did learn from y'all, because when I did a reaction to that, y'all told me, yo, you gotta take this down. We don't even sing this no more. And I hurried up and took it down. So I appreciate y'all. And somebody even sent me the link to the newer version. So, hey, I didn't know. So I apologize. And I appreciate y'all for telling me, yo, we don't sing this version no more. It's outdated or whatever. So take it down. And I did. Respectfully, I did.
I think around the world a couple of people still think that might be it, and it's the one with the Deutschland, Deutschland über alles.
Right.
That is the Nazi anthem.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to sing that anymore. The real one is Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit, blah blah blah. That's the newer national anthem,
right.
And that's the only one that's supposed to be sung in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, don't gossip in English in public.
What?
Most Germans have a very decent grasp of English, and they'll probably understand you. I know it's very common when people go to other countries, they tend to gossip in another language. I've heard it spoken in different languages all the time, and it's a little uncomfortable and embarrassing when other people understand you. So to avoid uncomfortable situations like that, gossip behind their back.
Number 8. You should never disrespect the German quiet
Definitely
hours.
heard about that on Sundays.
So every day, or rather every night, from 10 p.m. till 6 or 7 a.m. the next morning,
quiet hours.
In Germany, by law, there are quiet hours. So you're not supposed to like play loud music, do construction or anything like that. Most of the country kind of abides by that rule, which means there's very little noise pollution during the night when you're trying to sleep or relax. And I think it's a kind of a nice thing. So if you do that, the Germans probably will call the police on you because they think they're in the right, and they do that, and the police knocks and like, turn it down. Never ever disrespect the quiet hours. Alright, so before we continue with the video, we want to take a quick moment to remind you guys, please go and like the video. It helps us out a lot. We're still a small channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. I can see that about 80% of the viewers are not subscribed to the channel. Also, if you want to further support us, you can do that on Patreon. We have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Vienna and Phil. And we have different tiers of support and benefits that you get on there. And every support is highly, highly appreciated.
Yes, and we wanted to take a quick moment to shout out our newest Soulmate Patreon, Jeff Lobick.
Jeff Lubick?
Lubick? We're not sure if it's the German or the English pronunciation. Correct us if we're wrong.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And back to the video.
So number 9, don't solely rely on credit card payments. In Germany, there's still a lot of things that are pretty cash-based, and sometimes your credit card will even be rejected from a stall or bakery or a vendor. So it's important to note and make sure you have cash on you. So number 10, don't expect small talk. If you're from the South and you're used to the good old Southern American small talk, that's not going to happen. And it's not trying to be rude, it's just a cultural difference. So don't expect to chat with a random stranger about the weather or something.
Number 11 is do not expect free water anywhere.
Yeah. Now out here, when you're at a restaurant, water's complimentary. Water's free all the time. Out there, bro, you're bound to get a free refill on beer than water. And that's wild.
So if you're used to the American way, you go to a restaurant and the waiter comes right away with a nice bucket of cold-ass water and refills you for free all evening long.
All night.
That is not a thing in Germany, and you should not expect that. I think it's quite of a dumb thing, but water in German restaurants is quite expensive and most of the times even bubbly.
Sprudelwasser.
So in some places you could actually ask for tap water and potentially get it for free, but a lot of places don't even do that, and if they do, it might be a little frowned upon. But in general, you should not expect free water everywhere. Number 12. Do not enter a house with your shoes on. So all around Germany, it's pretty common to take off your shoes if you enter somebody else's house.
As you should, anyway.
Or at least you should ask if you should take your shoes off. And sometimes they say, no, you don't have to. But a lot of times, people take their shoes off right at the entrance, leave them there, and then just walk around in your socks.
Leave your dirty shoes in the front.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious how many of the households do that. I would say the majority of the households in Germany do that thing and do not walk around with their shoes on. Maybe let us know in the comments below if you had to take your shoes off at your parents' house or how you do it at the moment.
So number 13, don't give advance birthday wishes. Even if it's a day before someone's birthday and you will not see them on their birthday, do not wish them a happy birthday.
It's not their birthday yet.
I learned that after coming to Germany. You are not allowed to wish them a happy birthday until on their birthday or after their birthday.
Yeah, and I was surprised to learn in the US that a lot of people do that actually.
Yeah.
Some people will have a party a week in advance if that just works with their schedule.
Right.
Bad luck.
That's silly.
14 is kind of a very serious one. You should never, ever expect to be dressed in a sauna on every beach. Alright, this is kind of a funny one. We just wanted to throw that in there. In Germany, in a sauna, usually you are naked. You go in with a towel and then you take it off or whatever, but you are actually not allowed to wear any clothing.
I get it.
If you wear clothing in there, people can get the whatever security or supervisors and they'll throw you out or make you undressed.
Y'all be playing out there, man.
Yeah, there are also parts of beaches in Germany that are especially for nakedness, nudity.
Beaches.
Yeah, nude beaches. We call it FKK, Freikörperkultur. And on these beaches, you have to be naked. It's not allowed to wear any clothes.
Like fully naked?
Yeah, fully naked.
Yeah, so I've yet to go to a nude beach or a nude sauna, but I'm open to it.
Ho ho. Should I be concerned?
Why? Just gonna be a whole bunch of older people. So number 15, don't abandon your shopping cart. I feel like in the US sometimes there'll be shopping carts spread throughout the parking lot and they'll just be like a shopping cart ghost town. In Germany, that is not the case. You need a coin to access a cart, and you also want your coin back, so you have to return the cart to get your coin back. And it's a good system, it's nice, and there's not abandoned shopping carts everywhere.
And our last point, point number 16, is in Germany, you should not jaywalk.
We ain't in New York City.
Yeah, but we're kind of in Berlin, so let's say you should not, but a lot of people still do it.
Out here, they don't give no damn, bruh. Like, shit, if car ain't coming, they gonna cross the street. They don't care what it is. Now, if a police car is right there, you're not gonna do that. Hell, I don't even want to, like, be on my phone while crossing the street, because out here, it used to be a fine for that. So, if I'm on the phone, and I cross the street, I'll put the phone down, then cross the street, and then get back on the phone. That's just how it is. Or if I got headphones in. But jaywalking, especially in New York, man, they don't care about none of that.
Although I think the majority of the people kind of follow the rules and they do not jaywalk. You should always cross where the little traffic light is, and then only when the mannequin
tells you.
not the red one. And it's not that hardly persecuted, but you can actually get fined if you get caught in the act jaywalking.
Yeah, you can get caught.
So police sees you, gets you, and I don't know how much it is, 5, 10, 20 euros, something like that. So you should not jaywalk.
For real.
Alright, so those were our 16 things that you should not do if you go to Germany. Let us know in the comments below if you can think about any other things that you shouldn't do in Germany. Also, maybe you've been to Germany and some things of these might have happened to you. We would be curious to hear about that.
As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Man, shout out to Deanna and Phil. Much love and respect to them, bruh. Not wishing a birthday in advance. I don't know. Like they said, some of these rules are silly as hell. Like, they silly. Like, for us, probably us Americans, it's not that deep. But, you know, when you're in another country, you have to respect the rules, man. You have to respect it, man. So, hey, shout out to y'all, man. But, yo, the birthday thing, that's kind of crazy. Shit, jaywalking, everybody does that, bro. What, you gonna tell on someone if they jaywalk? Some people will. Hey, some people be out here real life be snitching. Add at it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm in another country, I'm gonna follow the rules, bro. But yo, shout out to all y'all out there in Germany. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about these rules? Well, some of them y'all, I know y'all used to because y'all grew up there. But hey, the quiet hours, I definitely understand. You know what I mean? About playing live music and stuff like that. You know, I get that. But yeah, man. Like not having free water is kind of crazy because we used to that. Birthdays in advance is crazy. What's another one that I miss? I think it was one more, but hey, it is what it is. But yo, shout out to all my peoples out there. Much love and respect. And yeah, man, recommend some more videos if y'all want me to check out, man. I got y'all. Y'all already know the vibes for sure. But yo, I hope you enjoyed the reaction to this video. If you enjoyed my reaction, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the Dope Guy Big Dog. Hit the notification bell whenever I upload. From right here on Snapchat and Instagram, right across the bottom screen. Any other videos you may check out, please comment to this video, my other videos, and leave likes and comments on all my videos to help grow the channel, help with the algorithm for sure. Any more videos you may check out, leave a comment in the comment section below. Now I got you. I'm gonna spin the block. But yeah, man, it's the Dope Guy, and I am out. Yes, sir. We go.